Good morning. In Texas, it takes two notices in order for a mortgage company to foreclose on your property. In today's video, I'll be talking about regular foreclosures where people have a mortgage on their home. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Law. My name is Benjamin Sanchez, and I represent consumers, tenants, and homeowners in everyday life setbacks in order to help them move forward. All this week we'll be discussing foreclosures, but for today I wanted to talk about what I call the Texas two-step. And those are the two notices required under the Texas Property Code in order for a mortgage company to be able to foreclose on your property. The notices are this. Well, first, let's get into something real quick. In Texas, all foreclosures happen on the first Tuesday of each month. The first Tuesday of each month. However, if that Tuesday is January 1st or July 4th, then the foreclosure sale can happen the next day, that Wednesday, which would be the first Wednesday. But that's only if January 1st and July 4th fall on a Tuesday. Now, the reason why those dates are important is because when we start calculating our deadlines for these notices I'm about to talk about, we need to know when that foreclosure date is. Now, under the Texas Property Code, the first of two notices that is required is what we call a 20-day default notice. And under that notice, the mortgage company or the mortgage servicer must send you a notice that you're in default under the mortgage. And must tell you what you need to do in order to cure that default. So it's really just one notice. Some people refer to it as a notice of default, notice to cure, however you want to do it, but it's really the 20-day notice. Now, this is going to be interesting because there's a difference between this notice and the other notice I'm about to tell you about. In this particular notice, which it must be sent to you by certified mail, the day that the mortgage company puts it into the mail is counted as one of those 20 days. So if I'm the mortgage company and I send you a default notice, the day that I put it in the mail is counted as day one. For both of these notices, it doesn't matter when you actually receive it, presuming that you receive it in a timely manner prior to the deadline. So for some reason, there is some sort of problem with the mail service, or there's a natural disaster and mail doesn't get through, those are special situations. But primarily, we don't count those extra 3 or 4 days that it takes to get to you before we start counting. So again, the first notice is a default notice. It's a 20-day default notice. That notice must be sent by certified mail to you at your last known address, which is why it's important to keep your mortgage company aware of where you live. And the day that the notice is sent is included as part of those 20 days. The second part of the Texas two-step is this. After you have received the notice of default, notice to cure, the 20 days have passed, and you have not somehow cured the default to the mortgage company's satisfaction, then the mortgage company or the mortgage servicer can send a 21-day notice of foreclosure. And that particular notice is a notice to say, this is when we will foreclose on your property. Again, under the Texas Property Code, that is a 21-day notice, not a 20-day notice. And the day that the notice is put into the mail is not included. So under the 20-day notice, where we're just notifying a default and requesting a cure, that first day is included in the 20 days. Under the second notice, the 21-day notice of foreclosure sale, that particular day that you put it into the mail is not counted. And again, that must be 21 days prior to the foreclosure sale, which again occurs on the first Tuesday of each month in Texas, unless it falls on January 1st or July 4th, which then goes to the next day, which is a Wednesday. Now, the 21-day notice, it must be posted at the courthouse, it must be filed with the county clerk, and it must be sent to you by certified mail. Later this week, we'll talk about exactly when the foreclosure sale happens on a particular day, in which county that foreclosure can take place. And we'll go over some other things. But I wanted to talk to you today real quick about the Texas two-step, the two notice requirement in order for a mortgage company to get to a foreclosure sale. Now, most mortgage companies also do a notice of acceleration if you did not cure the default. But that notice of acceleration is usually just a contractual notice that a mortgage company has with you. Under the Texas Property Code, they require the notice of default, notice of cure, and then the notice of foreclosure sale. 20-day notice, 21-day notice. First day included in the notice, first day not included in the notice. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please follow, like, and share this video so that others may get the benefit of the information we're providing. Again, my name is Benjamin Sanchez, and this has been another edition of Coffee with Law. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.